Okay.
Oh, so good evening everyone. So, kumusta na po kayo?
Okay
Hopefully
lang,
you have
ma'am.
already hopefully you have already reviewed the Bloom's taxonomy, 'di ba? Hopefully nakapag na kayo, nakapag review na kayo on the difference between the past Bloom's taxonomy and the new Bloom's taxonomy, the digital Bloom's taxonomy. Hopefully na kayo ha? Nakapag-research at nakapag basa-basa. So for tonight, we have two different topic learning outcomes. So number one is identify some familiar curriculum designs and approaches to the designs and analyze the approaches in the light of how these things are applied in school settings. So number one, please let us remember that types of curriculum design. There are many ways of looking at a curriculum and designing one. For our purpose, let us focus on the most widely used examples. So we would just be using the more familiar ones. Huh? So number one is what we call the subject-centered design. Ito lang. Ano ko muna ito. Kita nyo ba? So this is the subject design curriculum. Wait lang, kay nag-move akong mouse. The subject design curriculum is focusing on the what? Corresponds on the, ano daw ito be? Pakibasa? The subject-centered design corresponds mostly to the textbooks because textbooks are usually written based on the specific subject of course. It is a practice of schools that allocated the different schools. Ito siya ha. This is also practiced in the Philippines which the school is providing what? Period, quarters, and mostly subjects. Mostly, ano siya? The school is what? The school is what? Focusing only on the subject. No matter what happens, either the child learns or not, ang importante natapos ko yung klase. Ko ano? May natutunan man kayo o wala, ang importante na lesson ko ito lahat.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
gusto niyo
ma'am.
ito?
Yes,
So gusto
ma'am.
niyo ito? So gusto niyo ito?
Oo ah.
Sigurado ka, Abdol?
Ay, hindi ka lang malani. 50-50. Dapat sabay kami mag-uutanan.
Wala nga, ipon mo ko lang.
This what? A school is the class period, a school year quarters. Mostly the schools is using a structure for curriculum aimed to excellence on specific subject and discipline content. Sige, patuloy natin. Subject-centered curriculum is some variation which are focused on individual subjects, specific subjects, or combination of subjects, but which are also broad in field of interdisciplinary. Sige lang, patuloy tayo. So let us check this. For example, halimbawa teacher kayo ha. For this school year, what subjects are you taking? Taking muna tayo. Ano ba yung ibang subjects na tinitake nyo? Ayo. Hoy, ano yung ibang subjects na tinitake nyo?
Music.
Music.
Profession.
Ano pa?
Dalang research dara, ma'am.
Oo. So, questions. Meron ba
Arila.
kayong ito question siya. During your hindi pa yung college ha? Hindi ka sa yung college para wala tayong ma-offend.
Karoon na lang may klase pa ko.
Hindi ka sali ang college na lessons ha? So, I would ask you, during your elementary and high school and senior high school, sino dito ang biktima ng pakopya from cover to cover?
1 to 10.
Sino dito ang ang victim ng ng
Kami, ma'am, mayara kami. Ginapakopyas namon mga 10 pages sa libro.
oh, di ba? You are part of the curriculum who is subject matter centered. Well, that was in the past. Kuha? Those things are what? Those things are being taught to you. Hindi naman talaga siya taught, pero yung teacher, ang goal ng teacher is what? To finish the book or to finish the curriculum bago matapos ang March, di ba? Kopya ang
Libro.
Oh, so let's proceed to the next thing. Naghahangid ako ba? Check design curriculum is what? This because it is easy. Wala na akong screen. So next is teachers are familiar with the format and they could what? They could design the lesson very well. Kasi nga, book na siya. Nasa book na yung lesson niya. For example, sa akin, I am teaching grade 5 Araling Padipunan and grade 6 Araling Padipunan. On the first year of service, kasi nga galing ako sa lower grades, and by the way, my orientation is early childhood. So that's why, masyado akong familiar when teaching kids how to read, how to count, how to write. So, ginagawa ko yan siya for 5 years. So kayo, isipin nyo good, 5 years kayo nagtuturo sa grade 1. Ilan taon mo hindi mo ma-memorize ang libro? Ma-memorize mo hindi?
Na-memorize, ma'am. Pero na hindi man kompleto.
Hindi ko kompleto, pero mas kinatawon mo ang libro, ay balaan ko na niya, sunod ko itudlo, di ba?
Oo.
5 years, lalo na pag sa grade 1. Pero
So, ma'am,
nung lumipat
5
ako,
years.
ng higher grades, after nung lumipat ako ng grade 5, on the first year, sila gasinggit. So, nung lumipat ako ng grade 5, I was teaching Araling Panlipunan. On the first year, very much napaprating talaga ako kasi first year in teaching, you would be teaching Araling Panlipunan. I always make sure that my lessons are ready. I always make sure that I have visual aids. And I always make sure na yung mga dates na tinuturo ko tama. Kasi nga, I am following a book. Pero after teaching Araling Panlipunan for 4 years, lantaw mo, hindi mo naman ma-memorize ang libro. Memorize na, di ba? Kasi nga, that's why it is very much easy to be what? Subject-centered. Kasi maning-mani mo na yung mga subject. Regardless of, ito lang siya, halimbawa, hindi ako nagtuturo ng mabuti. O nagtuturo man ako ng mabuti, pero I disregard my students' facing. Hindi ko na inaalala yung nakikinig ba yung estudyante ko, may natutunan ba sila. Ang importante sa akin, yung araw na yon, dapat maturo ko yun siya. What is intended for that day, naturo ko siya. Kuha, hindi ko na iniintindi kung may natutunan yung estudyante or nakukuha nila yung lesson ko. That's the downside of the subject design centered curriculum. Kasi mas focus siya on teaching the subject, not on the learning. Matapos lang ang subject, okay na ko. May matutunan kayo o wala din akong pakialam. Oh, next. In the Philippine educational system, the number of subjects in elementary education is fewer than in college. For each subject, a curriculum is being designed. So question, how is our subjects designed today? Maganda ba ang Maganda ba ang
Ato daw, boss,
ng
G.
ating
Ito lang daw, boss.
adlawan?
Ay, sorry, ma'am.
So, however, let us see this thing. There is a drawback. Learning is so compartmentalized. It is stressed so much in ito na nga yung sinasabi ko. It is stressed so much in the content. And what happens? It forgets about the students what? Nakakalimutan na niya ang estudyante kasi it should be a teaching learning process. What happens here is that nalagay na lang siya sa sa teaching process. Nakakalimutan niya na ang students' natural tendencies, interests, and experiences. Ang importante is nagwaka lang gid ang teacher. I-disregard niya kung may natutunan or may nakukuha ba. Next, the teacher becomes the disperser of knowledge and learners are simply the empty vessel to receive the information and content from the teacher. This is very much what is happening today. Although we are on online teaching, ang problema kasi dito, minsan, katulad nito, I am not asking you to interact so much, di ba? Kasi ang ginagawa ko, I'm just doing the lessons. So, ano nangyayari sa inyo? Nagadawat lang kamo sang ginahambal ko. Di ba? Ang pamangkot, kung naiintindihan niyo yung sinasabi ko. Well, maybe some of you are, nakakaintindi ng lesson. Pero sad to say, not all of you are nakakaintindi ng lesson. Kasi may iba sa inyo na hindi, di ba, meron naman tayong iba't ibang learning styles na tinatawag. Meron tayong iba't ibang learning strategy. That's why some of us, ewan ko lang sa inyo, but I've heard some students nagkaroon na ng mental breakdown. Bakit nagkaroon ng mental breakdown? Kasi sa sobrang dami ng mga pinanggagawa nila. 'Di ba? Ang dami nang ginagawa tapos ang dami pang assignment pero hindi na nila minsan ma-cope up. Pero ang problema kasi subject-centered siya. So wala rin kayong magawa. So do you think being a subject-centered curriculum is healthy? Miss Adlawan, do you think a subject-centered curriculum is healthy? Wala na sa Adlawan. Adlawan.
Gisugo paguro na, ma'am.
Miss Lubigas. Miss Lubigas, is a subject-centered curriculum healthy sa atin ngayon?
Meron, ma'am.
Ha? Is it healthy? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why? Bakit healthy siya?
Ano?
Miss Carbon, is a subject-centered curriculum healthy or not?
Di ba ba, ma'am? Putol.
Yeah, gani. Miss Carbon. Miss Carbon, is a subject-centered curriculum healthy? Wala kay audio, Miss Carbon. Nawala si Miss Abdul, ikaw na lang sabat, Abdul.
Ay, sus. Kung sa akon, yes. Pero manaw ko.
Nga
Ay,
man.
kwan. Tambal mo ganito din na hindi man talan nga ay may kanya-kanya nga learning styles, learning strategies. Kwan ni ng no.
Walk. Ano masasabi mo, Walk? Walk. Why si Walk? Miss Fabregas.
Hindi lang,
Nawala
ma'am.
si
Sa
Walk.
ako ng no.
Nga man.
No, sa akon kay, bigyan na bala ng subject-centered na siya, ma'am, ng no, gusto lang siyang teacher nga mapatapos niya bang libro, daw wala siya labot sa iya nga student nga magkaramaal na nang daw dugang stress.
So, please remember that this subject-centered approach is what? Ano siya? A traditional approach to teaching and learning process. Please don't do this, ha? Kasi nga traditional siya. Okay, so wait. This ends our meeting for tonight. So next week na naman tayo mag-meeting.